What's up, guys? I'm George. Welcome back to the channel.
I'm Stav.
So, we have a problem.
And it's not that George drives the car. I promise you, that's another problem that the car's had since day one. Anyway, let's keep going.
One of the problems that we're having is that the motor's moving around a little too much on the dyno, on the track. You can feel it under acceleration. The stock engine mounts just aren't covering it.
Yeah, now that you're making double the horsepower, I mean, the motor's moving around way too much, obviously. But since the car is so new in development, there's actually nobody that has motor mounts for this until now. Where they reached 034 Motorsports reached out to us because they know we race the car so much, beat the crap out of it. George driving on a daily basis is bad enough. I mean, this motor moves around too much. They wanted us to test it.
So now we got the parts. So thanks, Stav, for all the compliments. I really appreciate that. The brotherly love is so amazing. But the guys from 034 Motorsport did send over theirs. We ended up being able to purchase these early, but they still are prototypes. They're not proven yet. I know Hank over at RS Motorsport is running a set, so we figured, what the hell? It's going to give us an advantage, plus we get a chance to really test out a product that could help you guys before you guys buy them. So I don't think there's an RS3 owner out there other than those guys at RS Motorsports that are beating up the RS3 the way we are. We've taken it off-roading, drag racing. We've taken it through the half mile. But that was fun, and launching the car, ripping through it, going to every drag event, and then just having fun. So who better now to test these and kind of put these to the test than your favorite neighborhood Malakas? So anyway, guys, this video is going to entail our motor mount install. We're going to be doing the passenger side and driver side. We already took off the intake manifold and the piping and the airbox already. That's over there because we've been doing some inlet testing. As you guys know, we have an inlet that's coming out. So we're going to be doing the passenger side, which is located under the coolant bottle, and then we're going to be doing the driver side, which is under the intake box, and we're going to have some fun. What do you got in your hand there, dude?
When you say we have an inlet coming, is this a shameless plug? Oh.
So anyway, guys, we figured we can use the advantage. We really need to lock this thing down. It is moving too much. I'll give you guys a quick clip from a dyno run we had a couple months ago testing our inlet, and the motor was just bouncing around everywhere. So hopefully these help. And we'll be testing these out next month when we hit the quarter mile. I'm going to do some daily driving for the next few weeks and see what the vibration differences is. For those of you guys that want to do these on a daily driven car, you know, me and Stavros' car are both solid mounted from 034 Motorsport, the B5. So the VR6 swaps were solid mounted. When I still had the 2.7, those were solid mounted. In daily driving, it wasn't bad. However, we don't know what it's going to be like in the RS3.
Well,
so.
Yeah. Full disclosure, it's silver, so your car never really daily drove, but let's keep going.
Thanks. So anyway, we'll be installing these, and then we'll be driving the car for the rest of the week, giving you guys another video update towards maybe the weekend, and letting you guys know daily driven, how it feels, and what to expect. So without further ado, guys, let's get to this install. Let's see how hard it's going to be. And hopefully Stavro doesn't break anything, because he knows he always breaks there. He's always breaking stuff.
To make sure George doesn't strip any more bolts.
All right, guys. So let's get to this install and let's see how much more fun we're gonna have. All right, so we had to pop up the ECU cover because the ECU is actually on the driver's side of the engine bay, and there's a plastic covering over this on the mount itself.
Where your wiring loom goes through.
Yeah, so we had to just kind of raise that up. There's a bunch of grommets, pull that up, and then there's two bolts on either side, 2 and 2, that we have to remove. So this whole assembly is going to come off, and then we'll be replacing it with that bad boy right there. So yeah, lots of fun for the driver's side so far. We haven't even gotten to the passenger side yet. But yeah, I can already tell how it looks. I'm wondering if this is like all crapped out, the factory one. I wonder if it's ripped.
Well, we're gonna pull it off right now and see it.
We just unbolted it from the transmission side, and it's still attached to the frame. And check this out. Look how much the factory engine brackets are moving, or the engine mount, so to speak. Yeah. You think we've been beating on this car for...
That's awful. No wonder your car, the motor moves so much.
Look at that. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So there you go. There you gotta have it. So we'll remove this and we'll take a look at the rubber, see if the rubber's all ripped up. But man, if we can move that by hand, that's not a good thing. Because right there, the one that we have from 034, go ahead, try to move it.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. So anyway, guys, so the plot thickens, and it goes to show you just, I mean, the car is built and engineered and designed really well from Audi, but this is drag racing for over a year, back to back, quarter mile, half racing, half mile drag racing that we're doing, launching. I think we have over 150, 200 launches on this car already. So
151 mile traps. Me.
So guys, let's continue with this, and I don't know, that's the smallest one. I think that might be the worst one, but we'll see. Let us know in the comments below, what do you think is going to be? You think the passenger or the driver is going to be the worst mount that we take off? Let us know in the comments below. So we have the driver's side mount off. As you can see, it's pretty big. We did find one tear. I don't know if you guys can see on that. One little slit right there, stuff, you can point it out. Right there. So that started to tear. But we were flexing this on the car. So check this out. Stavo, see if you can turn them and see if I can.
Yeah, definitely moving.
It moves a lot. So, Audi designed these with comfort in mind. So obviously they weren't expecting people to be drag racing with these things. I don't think even Audi knew how popular these cars would be with the tuning world, with enthusiasts. So, in comparison to size and weight, this thing just feels lighter. It's smaller, has a smaller profile. This thing's so heavy. And then you can see just how stuff that. Come on, stop. Let's see your strength, bro.
No, that doesn't.
So we're gonna go on to installing the driver's side 034 engine/trans mount, and then yeah, we'll take off the driver's side. But so far, I'm moving this literally with one hand. Look at this with one hand.
Wow.
Look at that. So you guys can see the difference right off the bat. So we're really excited to see how this feels when we're driving. And I'm going to be driving the RS3 all next week before we go to the track next month. So for the next few weeks, I'll give you guys a review on how these feel. But let's keep this going. Let's install this, and let's go over the driver's side. Are you ready? Are you ready? Alright guys, as you should say. Yeah right, a 12 valve kicking anybody's ass. Yeah right. Alright guys, stop. Move your grape. So we have the driver's side installed. We're going to start to reconfigure that. Lay the plastics down, reinstall the ECU in that little slot, and then we'll move over to the passenger side and get this off and then see what it entails. I'm not sure how to do it, but I guess we'll see if we have to get in through the wheel well, because all the bolts are right here on the side. So let's see what happens, guys. So far, one down, one to go for the engine/trans mounts for the RS3.
George has not broken anything yet, thank God.
Alright, so you guys want to laugh? So the passenger side engine bracket/mount has two accessible areas here on the corner. Right here, these two bolts, those two. And there's one deep in the corner there. We're like, how the hell are we going to do? We're going to lift this up. We're going to lift the motor out. So we initially put the engine hoist ready to lift it up, and then we realized there's just not enough room to lift it up, and we don't want to damage anything. So Stav had the idea to kind of look and see if there's an access hole, and there is. That's the engine bracket hole. So I guess Audi kind of thought this in advance. Shine that in the hole real quick. There it is, right there. Let's unbolt it and let's get it out. So we are getting ready to remove the passenger side engine mount, and then we're going to be putting in the Billet 034 Motorsport mount, just like we did on the driver's side there. And you can see we loosened it up there because we didn't know if we were going to move it up, so we're going to have to kind of retighten that down. But anyway, for those of you guys that are doing the engine mounts on these cars, just know there's an access hole on the side of the fender well going into it. So I guess kind of Audi thought about it, said, hey, how the hell are we going to do that? You know, it's a serviceable item. And I won't lie to you, we've been struggling for the past hour trying to figure it out, and we just figured it out. So let's continue and let's install this passenger side engine mount and see what more kind of secrets we're going to find. All right, so that moves a lot, and then we're going to be installing. So do me a favor. Let's see the store strength at work. So we're able to move that, right?
Okay, yeah, I captured it.
All right, so you moved it, right? Easy. Okay, let's cake. Let's see you do that to the 034 Motorsport one. It's right there.
I don't want to break it.
Let's go.
I don't want to break it. Yeah.
I want to see it. Nice work shoes, by the way.
Thank you. It's called pantoflas, but yeah, it doesn't move at all.
What? I thought, what happened to Thor strength?
I don't want to use it on this beautiful part here.
What? Come on, let's see it. No, I want to see you flex it. Come on. Anyway, guys, so we're going to continue to install this. We've been messing with this for about an hour trying to figure it out, and we finally found that the fact that there's an access hole on the side of the fender well.
Well, George
for this
has been
last
looking at it
bolt.
for 45 minutes. Stav came out. Genius like I am, found it in 3 minutes flat. You know, let's not throw that out there.
He's a magical magician. He's so magical that he made his 12 valve disappear.
It's actually outside. It's actually outside.
Anyway, guys, we're going to continue on. But yeah, look how much the factory engine mounts. Now, brand new, they probably hold pretty well. But again, we're putting down 700 wheel on this car, putting down about like 516, 517 wheel torque.
Stav is breaking records in this car.
So, you know, it's going to play a role in how fast you're going to wear these out. So just look, with one hand, how I'm able to manipulate that. And look at that play.
Hey, look at that.
That's crazy.
Really new build, man. I think it doesn't
You can't
move.
flex it, man. You don't have Thor strength. Anyway, guys, we're going to continue on. Let's see.
Take 97!
This is the first take. Take 5.
15?
All right, guys. So we're done. It's installed. We got both the driver and the passenger engine / trans bracket or mounts installed. We haven't driven the car yet. Obviously, still has to get configured. What we want to do is put a few thousand miles on these and a few track events. This is their track. These are their track mounts, so we want to try to beat the crap out of them. They're still prototype. They haven't been released yet, so we've been told to do our worst to them, and we got quite a few track days that are coming up, so we're going to see what they do. Also, I drive this vehicle. I throw my stock wheels back on, or I throw my my TSWs with the R888s. I drive this to work all the time, so I want to be able to let you guys know how it feels everyday driving, going to the grocery store. So we'll be doing a full comprehensive review on the engine mounts from 034, what it's like driving with them, what it's like tracking with them, if there's any added vibrations. So a couple months ago, we installed 034's dog bone mount kit. We put quite a few track days. We did Shift Sector Half Mile where we cracked 175. We did Omega Motorsports where we hit 186. And then we hit the track where I shredded my clutches and popped a couple seals.
And I hit 151.
Yeah, we put way too much boost. Hank, pretty much those guys over there, Irish Motorsport, says that us upping the boost and the clutches slipping is what probably saved the motor. So now we have brand new clutches in there. Anyway, long story short, we have the dog bowl mount installed, and we're going to be removing it in the next couple weeks to see how it's holding up. We haven't done a full review or video on that yet, only because we've been putting it through its paces, and we want to see what's going on with it. And we'll give you a full comprehensive video on that, and our review on the engine mounts after a few thousand miles and after track days. But without further ado, guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm George.
I'm Stav.
And this is Malaka Motorsports. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate the support. Our throttle body inlet is going to be released really soon. Thank you guys for the for patience and support and all that. It's really exciting getting ready to launch this part. We're going to have it in silver and black anodized, and we got a lot of extras coming with it, a lot of value, software support from Custom Code, a lot of things happening with that piece. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys later.
Later, Malakas.